everyone, welcome to Leticia and Samson's doTERRA page. We are doing the continued education classes, so this is module number 2. And I'm going to go over your immune system and building a solid foundation for your health and how the doTERRA products and the essential oils aid in that direction and how they can help build that and fortify your foundation. So there's a couple different subjects we're going to go over. And first I'm going to go over, usually what I go over with clients is a really simple formula for overall health. One is put good things in, bad things out, and build your immune system. So what I mean by that is put good things in. We're going to put in live, healthy, fresh fruits and vegetables in as much as possible. That's your foundation, and then everything else is a little bit added onto all of that. So good things in, usually when something is, the more it's removed from the fresh form, that means you've gotten less and less and less and less nutritional value. So a fresh apple versus applesauce versus totally processed sugar, fake apple juice, right? The more it's removed from its actual original source, the worse it is on a general basis. So good things in, changing your lifestyle on what's actually going into your body. And then bad things out is your elimination and digestive process. And usually, touching just a little bit on that, is if you're eating 3 meals a day, you should be eliminating 3 meals a day. And that's usually about 17 to 24 hours lax time. So if you'd know if you are not quite there. And so working with the digestive system is huge in not developing diseases and getting sick all the time. Number 3 is building your immune system, and that's where we're going to hit mostly in this module, is building your immune system and how important that is. Your cells are attacked with things every day. Usually the words free radicals, toxins, chemicals, oxidation, and oxidative stress is going to come up. Your body automatically, when it reproduces cells, puts off oxidation, and that is going to toxify your system. Your body already has to eliminate that anyway. But when we add in the toxins and oxidative stress and the EMF radiations, things like that that are in our every single day, our bodies are so bombarded by all the chemicals and toxins that this is what causes your cells to reproduce and copy themselves, and the DNA gets corrupted, and then they replicate themselves in a negative or sick way. Every cell in your body is replicated every 6 months. So you're remaking yourself for better or for worse every 6 months. Every cell has a different lifespan, but in 6 months, every cell has basically replicated itself. And it's either replicating itself for the better or for the worse based off of how many toxins and chemicals you've exposed it to and how you've eaten every single day. So, like I said, in that process anyway, your body already has to eliminate oxidation. And usually that's okay to handle, and your body's normal and capable of handling that, otherwise wouldn't have been built that way. But when you add in the factors of the water that you drink, the air that you breathe, the food that you eat, all the pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, the chemicals and toxins in your grass, in your garden, in the sprays, all the EMF radiation in your Wi-Fi, your phones, if you're adding in all of those factors, our bodies are hit so hard with chemicals and toxins. The things that you breathe, your cleaners, your beauty products are a huge one, especially for women. The candles, the sprays, the scents, these all add to an overload of your system. And if you're not giving your system what it needs, you're going to break down your immune system, and your cells are going to get replicated. Your DNA is going to be damaged, and they will replicate in a negative way. And when that replicates so many times in a negative way, eventually you get masses and crazy stuff going on at a cellular level, which gets you into the disease part of it. So we obviously want to avoid that. So we're going to help our body manage its stress levels and being able to handle all of these chemicals and toxins that it's bombarded with and be able to handle it in a very healthy and process it in a healthy way so that we can replicate in a positive instead of a negative. The free radicals and things like that is also what ages you. We're not able to replicate itself. That's why we get the gray hair and the wrinkles and all this stuff. Our elasticity, the collagen, it just can't keep up with all of it. And so it is a major factor of aging as well. So that's kind of where we're going to start. And we're going to start with boosting your immune system. So in having a healthy immune system, proper nutrition, sleep and relaxation, and managing our stress are all very, very big factors. So on a physical level of eating plenty of fruits and vegetables, healthy and whole grains, okay? Don't be scared of carbs and carbohydrates. There's processed, and then there's also whole carbs. Like quinoa is a carb, but quinoa is a whole carb. Your body, A, knows how to recognize it, so B, it knows how to assimilate it, absorb it, and process it. Versus simple carbs or processed carbs are going to do more damage and gain more weight, things like that. So there's healthy sugars and unhealthy sugars, and there's healthy fats and there's unhealthy fats. So we're going to go through a little bit of that stuff. But knowing how to eat better and how to make the simple, tiny changes that'll make huge impacts and huge difference in your health is a huge way to be able to manage the cellular health of your body and your immune system. And so drinking water to help your urinary tract and all of that system work properly. You're supposed to be drinking half your body weight in ounces of water each day. And the type of water is going to make a difference. If it has good minerals and stuff in it, or if it has the fluoride and it's been processed in chemicals, or if it's alive water versus not, structured water, things like that, the pH level, all of those make a big difference in your water. The showers that we take, 10-minute shower, you can absorb so much toxins in a 10-minute shower through the biggest organ of your body, which is your skin. So water is a really big thing for also the everyday toxins and chemicals that we absorb. So going over your water, you should be urinating every hour, they say is healthy. And so obviously adding that is going to make a huge thing. First thing in the morning on an empty stomach, you should be drinking 16 ounces of water just on an empty stomach. And then a couple hours later, you'll have your first elimination. That first thing, drinking water in the morning, it wakes up the gut. It gets the gut going. Today's a new day. Here we go. So drinking water first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, it gets your water. You get that much water in there. And then throughout the day, juices, teas, things like that, you need to be drinking half your body weight in ounces. So let's go over doTERRA. doTERRA's main number one selling product is their foundational supplements. And these are your foundational supplements for healthy immune system and cellular health. So it is a 30-day actual money-back guarantee. So you can return the bottles empty if you didn't like it, didn't work for you. It's a 30-day back money guarantee. My husband, obviously, we're all of us wives usually, hopefully I'm not the only one, who always would say, here, take your pills, take your supplements every day. When he got introduced to doTERRA and he started on their lifelong vitality system, he noticed a major difference in his body in 2 weeks. And ever since then, I've never had to remind him to take his supplements, ever. He does it because he notices and feels a difference and he does not want to miss. So yay for the wives and yay for me. So that's been amazing. So their supplement system is called Lifelong Vitality. That's what it's going to be called. Or there's one called the Daily Life Pack. And so the difference between the two is one has 3 bottles, one has 2 bottles. The difference between that is the Alpha CRS. That's what they call it. And the Alpha CRS is added into there for cellular health. It is specifically designed to help your body dump and process through the toxins and chemicals that are absorbed, like we said earlier, through air, food, water, all of that. Breathing, all the chemicals and toxins on your beauty products and your makeup and everything like that. It helps your body process through the oxidation, the free radicals, and all that stuff. So It's an antioxidant defense network. Its DNA has powerful DNA protection. It has important factors for cellular energy and metabolism. It supports healthy genetic expression of cellular longevity factors. It supports healthy inflammation response to the oxidation in your body, and supports brain function and mood and cardiovascular health. So that's pick and choose if you decide you want to add that one into it or not. The other two bottles that are in both the Daily Pack and the Lifelong Vitality is next your omegas. Omegas are huge for our health. So omegas, what people say when they're saying omegas, is good fats. So these fats come from fish oils. They do have a vegan option, and they come from coconut oil, avocados. There's so many things, young white coconuts. There's things that you can do to get healthy fats. Okay, so we've been programmed and taught that fats are bad. Fats are bad. Fats are not bad. So everyone reprogram yourself. Fats are good. I need fats. Fats are healthy. The good fats, okay? In your doctor's office, the doctors will call this your HDL. So this is your HDL number, and it is super important to have that number at a healthy balance to counteract the LDL, or the bad fats in your body. Usually if they say you have high cholesterol, tons of plaque, it's your LDL that is too high. And if it's too high, usually it's your HDL that is too low. And so those two things are not balancing each other. That HDL is not able to counteract and fight the LDL to keep it down. So you need HDL good fats. Your brain is made of them. Breast milk for little infants, super high in this HDL. It's actually a fatty chain that's only found in breast milk and in coconut oil. And so the MCT oil, things like that, olive oil, all of these are good fats. So usually your LDL, or bad fats, is made up from fried foods, processed oils, vegetable oil, margarine, things like that is contributing to LDL, or bad fats. So super, super important. Your HDL is also in charge of counteracting the inflammation in your body. Inflammation causes pain. It's one of the main sources of pain in the body. So if your HDL is high and you're taking omegas, your pain and inflammation is going to go down. So that's going to counteract and fight that. So omegas help reduce oxidative stress, cellular response to inflammatory markers. Supports joint function and comfort, healthy skin, healthy hair, brain support, healthy immune system, all that stuff. It's super, super important to have omegas. So that's a foundation. Your other bottle, this is your foundation, is your vitamins and your minerals. So having a good foundation of vitamins and minerals helps your body to be able to reproduce, your cells to reproduce, and mitosis and all that stuff. You've got to have also a balance of the vitamins and minerals. Let's say calcium. You need calcium for bones. We all know that. But calcium also needs magnesium in order to be able to absorb and the body to utilize and actually use the calcium. So vitamins and minerals work very closely with each other, and they balance each other out. We have to have a good balance of that. So there's a lot of theories out there. People are going to say, well, we should be eating all the stuff that we need. We shouldn't need to take supplements. Plus, supplements are bad. And you just, my 2 cents, I'll give you my 2 cents. You decide what works for you and what works for your family. It's my 2 cents that our food is not grown the way that it used to be. Our lifestyles are not as it used to be. Our soil levels are down in their nutrition and growing our food in a less and weakened nutritional state. We're also not foragers like we used to be. We're not out collecting fresh berries that have grown in the sunshine and in the fresh soil, and they haven't been sprayed, where we get our B12. So we're only buying stuff from stores. We're having to wash it because of the pesticides and herbicides that are sprayed on them. Your B12 is gone at that point, which creates and the B12 naturally creates probiotics in your gut. So your immune system is hurting because of this B12, and B12 has huge major functions in the body. So our lifestyles are just different. It's my 2 cents. We've got to take supplements. That's the only way to keep surviving, thriving, and having a whole and healthy life is to take supplements that we're lacking in our cultures and things like that. My other 2 cents is that supplements, there's obviously different variations of this. You buy the big bulk from Costco, but a good test for your supplements is to put them in a little cup of water and see if they dissolve within a couple minutes. If they don't, they're passing right through you and you're eliminating them. Your body's not absorbing them and you're wasting your money. And so there is certain supplements that you choose quality over quantity. That means you might pay a little bit more. But for me, that's just a code that I live by. I'd rather not waste my money, and I'd rather have quality over quantity. So, again, theirs is a 30-day back guarantee. You can try it out, see if that works for you. Play around with the amounts. They usually say 2 in the morning and 2 at night of each bottle. If that's too much for you, take it down to 1 and spread it out. So just kind of play around with it and see what works for your body. If you're wanting to work and hit harder on, if you feel like your cells might have been in mitosis and duplicating themselves for the worse for way too long, and you've got some major issues, you can hit it hard and add in what they call, this doTERRA has a line called DDR Prime. And the DDR Prime has a lot of essential oils that are good for combating these cells that have duplicated wrong or their DNA has been corrupted, and it will help reverse all of that. So there is hope. You can get that in a soft gel or an oil. You're getting more, they're both the same price, but you're getting more for your money in the oil, but it tastes terrible. So if you are sensitive in that direction, go with the soft gels. You can also add frankincense into your regimen. Frankincense is amazing to help with cellular health. So taking a drop of frankincense under the tongue morning and night is going to help with that too. So going into probiotics and to build your immune system, we're going to dive a little bit more into that one. Our immune systems are what part of our immune system is in the gut. The main part is in your gut, and this is called your probiotics. Probiotics is good bacteria. That good bacteria that has developed in your gut. So there's bad bacteria and there's good bacteria. Just like the HDL and LDL, they have to balance each other. Everything is about a balance. You cannot have an over or an under of either. They need to keep each other in check. So if you don't have enough good bacteria, the bad is going to rise up. You're going to get sick. So things that kill our probiotics are antibiotics. Antibiotics wipe your whole system. You're at a clean slate. You don't have any good, but you don't have any bad. So you might get better, but you need to be hitting probiotics and building that back up quickly before you counteract or run into another bug and get sick all over again. So antibiotics wipe your immune system. Processed foods, chlorinated water, stress, processed sugars, and animal products can all break down that good flora and your immune system. So doTERRA, adding on to the Lifelong Vitality, you can add on probiotics for only $20. Now $20, I have several wholesale accounts with lots of different supplement companies that I have researched myself. And $20 is a really good foundational quality product, not too expensive. So $20 is usually what I found that I can get them out for the best price. So add on your probiotics to your daily pack or your Lifelong Vitality pack, and that will be the best way to get that. So let's go into sleep and relaxation. So sleep and relaxation, huge for the immune system. Your body has to be able to reset at night. You need to go through several REM cycles, and in order to go through those REM cycles, you have to have a bigger chunk of sleeping time. Now, if you ask yourself, how do I know if I've gone into a REM cycle? A good way to tell is if you've waken up in the morning and you can remember your dreams. If you can remember a dream or some part of it, you know that you went into some type of a REM cycle. There is apps that will put in delta waves or alpha waves that will relax the brain. So there's things that you can listen to. You don't want to be around those too much or too often because that has the EMF and the radiation from the headphones and from your phone being nearby. But if you can listen to those, that helps. If you can diffuse some essential oils by your bed, either lavender, Roman chamomile, marjoram, serenity would be a blend. Serenity, I've known some people, it knocks them right out. And other people, it doesn't work at all. Smells amazing. But you've got to find what works with your body's chemistry, so don't give up. you need to just try and find what works for you and kind of give yourself a space and a period to be a guinea pig and figure out what works for you. Really good for the nervous system is magnesium. Magnesium is going to be huge and be able to stay centered and not fight or flight or swinging all over the place. So magnesium is going to be a big one. Using balance. My daughter is super, super sensitive, and when she was a baby, we used the balance on her in the morning and the serenity on her at night, and we could tell a major difference. And then as she got older, she grew out of it as she added more things to her toolkit of how to handle stress and how to not be overwhelmed in her nervous system. So balance on the bottom of your feet, put it on your ears morning, and then serenity, diffuse it, rub it on your feet at night, under your nose to smell it. Sleep is going to be huge, so figure out how to get more sleep. Turn off your phones, don't be on your electronics at night. Prepare for sleep, the meditation, the yoga, breathing, and I'll put a link in the bottom of this video about breathing techniques. They're free, they're easy. Breathing is a simple way to come back to center. So managing stress. Stress is interesting for every person. So stress actually isn't real, right? It's basically what we're telling ourselves through our perceptions, our beliefs, our paradigms. We're viewing a situation and we're either choosing to respond or to react to that situation. And everyone handles the exact same situation completely different because we all are different people and we have different paradigms, different things like that. And so we're putting our bodies into fight or flight based off of our perceptions. So being able to breathe and learn to not let our emotions run away with us, respond instead of react, being able to manage that emotional and that mental stress is a huge way to not break down our immune systems and to keep them strong. So other ways to manage stress, physical activity. People like to go run and work it out, punch it out, physical things, nutrition, positive thinking. You can do mantras, you can do emotional balance and clearing emotions using the essential oils for certain emotions that you're feeling. Having social connections, doing yoga. Those are all new things to develop new habits in being able to manage your own stress. So there's lots of different ways to do it, and you've got to find what works for you. But those are some ideas. The other thing for your immune system is elderberry syrup, vitamin C at 1,000 milligrams a day. And check out the link below for vitamin C and probiotics. There's certain vitamin C's that are more harmful for your system. And so vitamin C is a big one to know the sourcing of it. Elderberry syrup, things like that. When you're seeing the first signs of getting sick, you're going to want to take something immediately and right away. Feed your armies what they need to be able to get you better. And it's going to be less painful, less time, and not get into the bigger things. So doTERRA does have a line called On Guard. So On Guard is a blend name. The On Guard line has an essential oil of On Guard, which I can diffuse, I can rub on my throat, I can gargle with it. The diffusing will kill the bacteria and whatever virus is floating around in the air. They have the On Guard in a soft gel, which I can swallow and give to my kids if I'm trying to fight off cold and flu, more type stuff. I put it in my all-purpose cleaners for my house and spray doorknobs and clean with it to disinfect everything. I mean, this stuff kills heavy hitters of all viruses and bacteria. So it definitely kills everything. You can use it as an air in a room spray and spray it in your room. They have throat and cough drops that you can suck on that are great for your throat, but they don't have any of the toxins or chemicals in them. They have a toothpaste line, which we've used for over 4 years. It's amazing. I love it. It doesn't have any fluoride or anything in it. Easy for kids to brush with and everything. They have a hand wash that you can put in pumps. They have laundry detergent, and they have an On Guard cleaning concentrate. So the concentrate I can add to my cleaning supplies as well. So they have a really great line. If you feel like you're coming down with something, the On Guard is the way to go. It's amazing and will help get your immune system bucked up and ready to fight and get you over whatever you need. So lots of different ways to use things. Remember taking your probiotics. Usually I say taking those at night is better because they can make you feel a little bit bloated. And if they're doing that, try taking them at night. Build your immune system with all the good flora and all the good gut. Try and stay away from the chemicals and toxins, the elderberry syrup and the vitamin C, and build up that immune system. Your body has the means to fight if you help it be strong and be able to do that. So hopefully that helps you with a good foundational. On our foundations, pick and choose again what you want to believe and how kind of you want to do that. So I hope that helps you, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks, guys. See you later.